And back at the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremonies in Springfield, another member of the class of 2017, the voice of the Missouri Tigers, Mike Kelly. Mike, congratulations.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it.
What stands out to you about this honor? What's the biggest thrill in your mind?
Oh, man, it's so humbling because, when Gerald Andrews called, there was a long pause, and literally the first thing that came to my mind was why. I mean, you think about the great legacy of sports in our state, and as a broadcaster to think, what have I ever done to be in this position? It's very humbling, and obviously a tremendous honor and a great class. I mean, we obviously both of us had a chance to watch Vince Coleman during his great run with the Cardinals, and Bill Kenny's a guy that I've gotten to know over the years. Just a terrific guy. Getting a chance to meet Jim Crane this weekend, the owner of the Astros, who played baseball at Central Missouri, and many others. I mean, the Hall of Fame does such a terrific job of really paying tribute to a wide array of different sports talents, and to think that as a guy from Dupo, Illinois, that calls games on radio, that I'd be included is beyond belief.
But I bet too, knowing you as long as I have, that you still go into that broadcast booth to broadcast a football game or basketball game. That's still the highlight to you. I mean, you're still doing what you always wanted to do.
I love it. I do. And I think back. I mean, to before I ever started. It's funny because Jack Buck used to refer to Joe and I before the 91-92 season, and people forget that Joe was my first color analyst. My first year doing Missouri basketball, he used to call us the two fledglings. And I've used it in dinners, throughout the years. One of us is still fledgling. The other guy's had a pretty good career, but I still love it, still enjoy it. But Jack also said, you're going to call some great teams, you're going to call some bad teams, you're going to call some great games, some really bad games. Call the play. And how simple is that? Just call the play. And I've tried to bring that and keep that in mind each time that I do a game.
Well, I think the important thing about that is to be honest and be objective, because people who are watching the game or listening to it on the radio, they know what's going on. I mean, you can't pull any punches there. You can't hide anything.
Right. And I try to bring the same level of enthusiasm for a Mizzou play or the opponent play, because, first of all, particularly in this day and age with the evolution of satellite radio and the internet and things like that, you don't know who's listening. So it's not like back in the old days when you think you would have just a collection of Missouri fans. And again, I think to do the game justice, that's the way you have to approach it, because at the end of the day, this whole thing about college athletics is it's kids making plays. So I get excited about seeing kids making a great play, no matter who they play for.
And the game has changed. The business of broadcasting has changed, but still, what happens out there on the field is still they're still calling the same game.
Yeah, it's still the same game. Albeit maybe editorialized just a little bit. The quality of play in college basketball isn't what it used to be. That's just my little feeling. But you might have had a negative influence throughout the course of the years, but that's just fundamentals. And I digress. I apologize. No, but it is. That's still a game.
Well, and what you've done it long enough and well enough that's why you're here as a member of the class of 2017 Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. It's great to see you.
From Springfield for the STL Sports Page, Rob Marines reporting.